what I don't understand. Like, I gift
I could
other
I could tell
awareness
you why.
creators.
I could tell you why.
Let's hear it.
Because we are bringing results and we are bringing receipts, concrete, profound receipts. That is the problem with people. The other awareness communities always get the bits and pieces and the ends of everything. When we come with the big juicy steaks, that's their problem. Same thing why everybody hates TMZ. They always get the juicy info first. But you know what? At 7:30 every single night, every eye is peeled on that television watching TMZ.
It's just so wild. It's just so wild to me that they're so pressed about it now. And I think it's because out of all the people who are covering Lisa, I feel like you guys get the most attention. And in my opinion, it's because you're most approachable, and Tattoos is hilarious.
Thank you.
Well, I also think
coming in with
that
jokes.
it's because there legit are some people that were in that Discord that do not want the best for Lisa. And
No, I think there's a group of people that would rather watch her unalive on live.
yes, and so they
Yep,
don't
and we're
want
gonna-
they don't want us to do what we're doing. You know, they want her to receive money, and you know what I mean? And whatever happens. I don't even want to say. But there are some people that are like that, so they are going to come against what we're trying to do.
And like the only other comment I wanted to make was like I said, I'm still catching up on everything. But she said her visit was supposed to be at 4:00 yesterday afternoon, yet she was live by 5:00 yesterday evening. So I don't think it happened.
Okay.
Oh, good catch, Emma. Good catch, because I don't think any of us even realized that. Yeah, so it's supposed to be 4 hours, and it's supposed to be a 2-hour supervised visit.
It's supposed to be a 2-hour supervised visit that started at 4:00, and so I don't think it actually happened. And so I just wanted to make you guys aware of that little tidbit that I caught. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop down before my fiance gets home from work and all my dogs go crazy.
All right, well, thank you so much, Emma.
Oh, boy.
I appreciate the
Thank you.
information and the updates. Thank you so much, Emma. Have a good day.
Yeah, you guys are great, and I do not know how to drop. I need to figure out how to drop myself down out of the box.
Okay. There should be something that says disconnect, but I can drop you down.
You know what? I hold on one second. I got it. Hold on.
It's like a disconnect, and it has like a little person with an X next to it.
Jake
Just
from
drop me
State
down.
Farm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the left corner. Okay, I got it. Thank you guys.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Jake from State Farm was wanting up.
Yep. Hold on. I have a lot of requests here. I also have Tattoo Jen, who I believe would probably like to speak. And I will bring up Jake, who I. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
For a really long
Just to
time,
clarify, all
I
the
have told
Florida man
myself
had
that
his gifts on and everything comments. All that money went to a very good friend of mine on here. She just found out her 3-month-old has cancer.
Oh,
So
okay.
enough with the Florida man had his gifts on comments.
that's heartbreaking.
Yes.
So it's going to a good cause as well. And despite whatever, happened last night, if that's going to charity, then that's a good thing. And it's going to a good cause.
Yeah.
People were saying negative things about Florida Man. I honestly, or what happened last night in his live. And again, I don't even know except secondhand anything that occurred. And I honestly do not know him. I've only spoken with him this morning. So thank you for the gifts. They were saying that someone found out that their daughter has cancer, and so they have a GoFundMe, and that Florida Man donated to that GoFundMe. Well, and I mean, what's great about that is if people see that and they want to contribute too, now they have the information to to donate to it too. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Yasmin, but again, I don't know what's going on because I didn't see it. I'm only hearing secondhand what happened. And I have had communication with Florida Man this morning. So I don't know.
It appeared, it started as if it was like being a silver platter handed to him, and he was handing it to everybody. So it did start off as a little bit of a bash fest, and comments were being defended back and forth, and his mods were defending it back and forth. It did seem to kind of roll that way the entire time, and then Lisa got in the box and things got all convoluted. but he may be obnoxious and he may have his qualms or whatever, but he reached out to Scam and they found mutual ground and he's actually donating the money. So I'm going to take accountability for my post. I'm deleting it. I feel like I'm an extension of these two ladies here, and he did the right thing. And if Scam feels he did the right thing, I'm on board with her.
Yeah, I mean, he
You
didn't come
see,
outright and apologize, but he did say that during part of it he was defending me, and he said he was going to show me a clip of that.
He did. I
Um,
heard him. I was there.
yeah.
no, and see, like with him going after or people going after one weird mom yesterday, she lit one of her mods called Lisa Lost Cause on live and then blamed somebody else for it.
Sure did. Yeah, Shannon. Shannon. She was she must be in love with me because she was singing my name last night like it was Whitney Houston's last song.
Who Sharon? Who?
Shannon, the girl she must be from New York because she tries to make her New York accent so strong.
Oh, there's
You're
Sharon.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
Sharon,
Sharon.
Sharon. I'm sorry, not Shannon. Shannon's our little bestie. I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Is Sharon the one that came in here and said
Yep,
a racial
Yep.
slur?
yep,
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
Yeah, several
And I
times, and
seen
then we had to
Sharon
kick her
say in
out.
a
Yeah, I'm definitely not
I
the
s-
burrito person. The burrito person is a man. Like
And they
it's
think I'm a burrito. They think I'm the burrito too.
no,
By the
you're
way,
definitely not. You're definitely not.
Mhm.
I don't
Definitely
even
not.
have Discord. I don't use Discord. Discord's for nerds.
no see
Well,
Sorry,
I
with
have
that
sorry,
Discord, so
not
I guess
sorry.
I'm a nerd. But
Sorry, not sorry.
tattoos
I mean, it
with
was.
tattoos
Let me
with that
reiterate. It was intended for nerds.
but
Sorry,
yeah,
you guys are
tattoos
I
not
mean,
with
nerds.
that.
so Florida Man hasn't come out and like outright like apologize, but he did say that he did try to stand up for me, and then he does believe me, and so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Sharon said last night. I know, and I'm just stating facts. I'm not trying to badmouth
Mm,
her. I'm just stating what happened. She had came here into a live quite a while ago, and I didn't know who she was at all, even, and she had said used a derogatory word, racial slur word, and we called her out right away. I didn't initially kick her out from the box. She apologized, but then she said it again, and she had to go. And then she had to go from the box, and we condemned that type of terminology and the words that she used and everything else. We said we stood against it. She was then in the comments, still like saying she was sorry and stuff. And then a few days later, she requested the box again. And I honestly didn't realize it was the same Sharon because I don't really know her like that, like I said. There's a lot of people named Sharon, and so I allowed her to join the box again. And I don't know, she started yelling something about something that was posted about her on Reddit, and I didn't even know what she was talking about. And it wasn't what we were discussing, and like I have no control over what goes on Reddit. So, because she was yelling and she seemed to be disrespectful and she was off topic, I kicked her from the box.
mhm.
And I still don't think she's even like blocked from here or anything. Like it takes a lot to get blocked here because I do encourage people, even if they have differing opinions, we can discuss them. We can
Mhm.
agree to disagree on certain things and stuff like that. Um but yeah, I'm not gonna have somebody come in the box making racial comments. I'm not gonna have somebody come in the box screaming and yelling off topic about Reddit. You know what I mean? So that's all.
Right.
I mean, that's all. And I still, you know what I mean, I don't hold any grudges against her, but I'm not gonna allow to have that stuff on my platform you know
No.
so I'm not trying to badmouth her. I know people are going to go back and say, "Oh, they're talking about you." I'm not badmouthing her. I am just stating the facts of what happened. Just
Mhm.
stating the facts of what happened, and I still don't believe that she's blocked as of this time. And I don't hold any grudges about it, but I don't want to have that in my life. That's all.
Mm. We're not spreading that kind of false rhetoric, racist
Mm-mm.
crap. That is unacceptable. That, that is why people have a problem with her. I don't
Yeah.
know her personally. I didn't even know who she was before all this started. But the things she says are vile, and we're not going to feature it in our lives. That's for sure.
You met her once. She said 5 seconds. What's
It's
up?
a 5 second box. Another thing is I came over here because I didn't know who you were, Scam. I knew a couple of the other anti-scam people I was following. They popped up in my follow or the live. I clicked on it. I tried to comment a couple of times and I was ignored, and it wasn't like a fast chat or anything. So I was like, all right. So I kind of got like bored with it. I went over, it sent me over to her live to go and see the comments of what was being written on hers. So that is what led me to your live. She mentioned ScamSlam or whatever, so I typed in your name and you popped up. This is what people do that leads them to Reddit and Discord. I've never downloaded Discord, but I have Reddit, and I've done that because I've been blocked, and there has been no place for anybody that has an opinion, right or wrong, to go to if they've been blocked or they want to say something. So when you don't have people that are doing it like you, Scam, it leads to nothing but destruction on those other apps. And you are basically, I can see whoever's running these pages are pissed off because they're not getting as much traction because they can come to your live. You know what I mean? Like people will go to Discord and Reddit when they're pissed off or when they're blocked, and then that it becomes a vicious cycle. Your live is open for people who get blocked, for people who want to just type all night and watch these lives, and instead of going to a live Discord chat where it isn't moderated, that's where these things are happening. And I just wanted to say, if anything, you should be getting this whole tattoos, paranormal poly, and you should all be getting a spotlight for a second with what is happening. It shouldn't be going in the other way because you guys are giving everybody a healthy place to not treat her in a bad way, but still have the same, actually more access to commenting without being blocked, etc., going into the boxes, using your voice if you can, all these things that Discord and Reddit don't allow. You guys are literally just taking Reddit and Discord and why people even use those apps right off the table. And you guys are doing a great job with it too.
Well, thank you. I mean, I use those apps too, because
Yeah, we do.
but
yeah, of course. I'm not saying anything bad about the apps itself. I'm just saying why people hit that download button. And it's because they get frustrated because there's nowhere else to talk about it.
right.
Yeah, you guys give that. I'm not on Discord because why would I have to be? I can just come right in these lives. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I wanted to say something and there was no safe place to do that, I would never get into somebody's box if it wasn't if it didn't feel good with good people. I don't do this. So I'm doing it because I think there's so many people that are paying attention to this right now. You're doing a good job. And I actually think you're needed. And that one point that I was going to make, I forgot. When you're on live and you're streaming her, how are we all supposed to know if you're not streaming her, Scam, all hell breaks loose is what I've noticed over the weekend into these last couple days.
So
when
true.
You're on, it's like there's so much structure, and then when you're gone, everybody wants to talk about it, everybody wants to stream, and everybody's on that end just trying to pick. And I just wanted to highlight that your live is the one spot that's stopping people from becoming ugly through this whole process. When they get pissed off or they get treated wrong or blocked, or they have an opinion somebody doesn't agree with, you guys are creating that space to keep people from those apps that are letting their emotions go into different directions. So
Well, thank
I could have
you.
been
I
one of those people. I
appreciate
could have
that.
been pissed off. You never know. We're all human.
I appreciate that. And,
welcome, guys.
I've been accused for streaming her too much. And then they're like, oh, you're obsessed with her. You're streaming her 30 hours straight. And that's not even true because I should.
At this
prove
point,
that.
someone has to.
And I can't all the time. Like tonight, for instance, I do have a bunch of work I have to do. I have to work tonight from 8 p.m. Eastern time until about 2 a.m.
That's the thing, Scam, though. People know you're coming back. People know you're
I
coming
will,
back.
I will be back after that. If I miss anything, I can go live after work and I can kind of catch up with anybody that, catch up on watching her, watching the restreams for anybody else that missed
I
it.
wouldn't. I wouldn't even
She
explain
is
yourself.
an
I know you.
amazing.
I don't. If people that most people aren't even looking for that explanation because we already are thinking it. So when you come live, that's when everybody's like, "Oh, well, I'll just wait for Scam to go live," because she's definitely going to talk about this. Like I said, keeps people at bay and keeps people's emotions in check. So you're doing a good job, and I think that you're the only one who's actually you're doing everything flawless. So I don't know how else to say it, but it's literally.
Oh, well,
I'm
thank
not
you.
going to these. I'm not going to these other apps. I don't know about anybody else, but I know that I don't have to because here is a great space to do that. So
Thank
that's
you.
all.
Well, I
All right, bye, guys.
appreciate that very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. That was
You're
very
welcome.
nice.
You too, guys. Bye bye.
Thanks. Jake, did you have any other thoughts?
Hey guys,
I
can
was
y'all
getting
hear me?
ready.
Yep.
I was getting ready to get out of the box.
Okay. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you very much, and
Thank you,
thank you for
Jake.
your messages this morning. I
We
appreciate it.
love Jake.
I'll talk to you again soon. Okay. Hi, Jen. How are you? Tattoo Jen, are you there?
It looks like she has a bad connection.
Oh, it's on red.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see. Did anybody else want to come in the box? I have requests from Breezy, Not That Lisa, Andrea, NYR Jess, Laura Lou, and Jebry B.
Megan sent me
Breezy.
a message to let me know that she will stream for us when we are busy. So everyone follow Megan. She holds the stream for us, kind of an unofficial ScamSlam when Scam is busy. So Megan, if you could just put a couple of rows of hearts in the chat so everyone can give you a follow and hit their notification bells, that would be awesome.
So we have Breezy and Jebry B. Okay, NYR Jess is accident. Give me a second here to remove that.
I could sing for y'all too.
There's Megan, right there, red and blue hearts. She's commenting right now.
Okay.
Well,
Good morning, Breezy. How are you?
Good morning. How are y'all doing?
Awesome.
Hey, Breezy.
I just wanted to say, hey, I don't get this anti-scam hate here lately. It's kind of crazy because if they look back, it's the anti-scam community that got Jace out of that house. If it were not for the anti-scam community, he would still be there going through all of this.
Yeah.
And
Them and I
even
think
if you're
combination
only
with the family, of course. So
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And if it weren't for the anti-scam community, she would still be getting the same amount of money she was on lives when she had Jace. She was only having to go live once or twice a day back then, and she was getting more money then than she is now going on all day and night.
that's
And I'm sure
right.
she's still getting a ton of money, but just the less money she gets, the less rugs she gets. So y'all very well could have kept her alive to this point. So I mean, just I wanted to get on the box last night, but my husband was asleep next to me, so I couldn't. But I wanted to say, if Scam and everyone were to stop today, and then her money stream went back up, and she were to OD in a week or two, how would you feel then about the Scam community? Because they were keeping her funds down. They were keeping her alive at the very least. So, I don't get, and I understand, there's people out there that bully. I mean, it's the internet. And I don't think any of the people that are bullying or any people in this group, you are very insistent that people are not to bully. They're not to, be mean in her comments, but people are going to be that way anyways. They were before Scam Slam and everything was around. So, I think they're taking just the internet in general and pointing it at the anti-scam community that like that's all them and it's because of them, but it's not. It's the internet. That's how it is. And it's sad, and I feel bad for her in that aspect, but the coddling and everything hasn't worked. Her dad coddles her, to some extent, and they were coddling her a lot last night. And and I understand being nice, but because of that coddling and them giving her a platform, she had about 4,000 people in that live last night, which is the most
Wow.
I've seen in a long time.
Wow.
So, I don't think what they're doing is helping, but there is proof that what y'all are doing is helping. So, for a group that hasn't done anything to really help, to look at a group that is and then try to say stuff about them and, tear them down, I don't get it,
Mm-hmm.
But y'all are
Yeah,
doing a
and I
great
don't.
job.
Again,
Don't give up.
I didn't see it, so I don't know if they were, tearing me down. And honestly, like for me, like this is just my perspective, me personally. I am never, ever like I have never and will never claim to be a victim of bullying. Like because I can stand up for myself and my feelings don't get hurt by what people say. Period. So you're never gonna see
Yeah.
me say, "Oh, they're over there bullying me," because I'm not ever gonna do that. I'm just
Right.
gonna
Yeah.
come with
No.
facts. I'm just gonna come with facts. Like if you're telling lies, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And that's it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
never gonna claim to be a victim of bullying or anything like that because I don't, you know, it doesn't really
Yeah.
bother me. What does bother me is if they're lying, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because and I'll call you out as a liar too, like that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't
And I
lie in
don't
your
know if it
name.
was as much they were bullying, they were just, trying to act like the scam community was the problem. And
Mhm.
Gotcha.
anti
Okay.
scam community.
Yeah, but to see the thing is, you can people can have that perspective if that's what they believe without actually like spreading lies. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody does have that
Oh, yeah,
opinion that they feel
absolutely.
like we're
Yeah.
not helping and it's actually having an opposite effect or whatever, they can say that without making up lies or
Mhm.
you know I don't know, coming up with like insults and things like that. Like you can actually have an intelligent conversation to debate those things. um so
Absolutely.
yeah, so well
Yeah.
I
And,
appreciate you,
you're giving
Breezy.
in a way for people to view her without watching her live directly, so
Mhm.
that's a big plus too. So, just don't let them tear you down. Just keep going. We're here for you. Like I said, I wanted to get in the box last night so bad, but my husband was snoring next to me and I would have woke him up. He's a light sleeper and he gets up early too. So,
Well,
but thank
I
y'all for all
appreciate
y'all do. Y'all are wonderful.
thank you, I appreciate that very much, Breezy. I really do. And yeah, I'm gonna watch, the replay and see what happens. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You
Mhm.
too. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Tattoo Jen wants back up. She
Oh,
had lost her connection.
okay. Jebri and I will bring Jen back up. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Very good.
You
Good.
all are literally the second box that I have been in. The first box has always been mine.
Literally this.
But I appreciate you all. I found your page and her page around the same time. But Polly gave me some information today that I had never heard in regards to Sharon. Um, I did not know that racist comments were made. So it's kind of weird when you align yourself with someone and you don't know the background. So I'm kind of flabbergasted at this point. But I do want to say that I enjoy you all just because of my background. I mean, I love the fact that you all not only do you bring receipts, but you bring receipts that aren't necessarily centered around the internet. Like you do the phone calls and you do the other information that's not necessarily. I'm not on Reddit, I'm not on Discord because I don't have time for that. But it's like you all gather so much information that has nothing to do with what is just on TikTok, and I appreciate that because it covers every aspect of a certain topic, and
Yeah, I
that's
appreciate that. We try to make it
Mhm.
interactive and we allow people to send, messages in real time that maybe they've had with Lisa. They give me updates to my email and I check those while we're on live. And of course, I have to review them and redact information. And so it could be a little time consuming, but we're getting real time information shared by people who are right here. So, like, we can all be a part of it. Everyone here
Mhm.
can be a part of spreading the information that they have.
Right, and you all don't just cover Lisa. Lisa, I learned about Jeff on your page as well, but I also like tattoos because he adds a little humor to everything. And that is how we are as human beings. It's okay to laugh at certain things, and some of his jokes are just hilarious. It's like, where did you come up with that? So
It's funny.
today,
Stop.
thank
You're
you for
getting too
being here.
much.
Very informative because like I said, I did not know. And when you follow different pages, I'm not the type of person, I don't have time to go around trying to figure out who mods for who or who does what or who said what on what day and what they meant by it or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Well,
I didn't watch the live last night. I don't know what's going on with Florida Man. I was actually asleep, so I do not know what is going on. I'm just hearing it from you all. So I
yeah,
don't know
I
what.
mean, I was asleep too, and apparently I was talked about, but I'm just catching up too. But probably the reason you never heard about what happened in this live before with that comment being made is because we didn't, we try to like not say anything negative about other creators. We like to stay on topic. We like to discuss the scammers and everything else, and we don't, we didn't want to keep bringing it up or anything
Right.
like that. We ended it and we moved on, and we just kind of agreed that that person would not be allowed in the box again,
And that's
because
understandable because
they
I
caused the
came
problem
into
twice. So
right.
we've been given chances.
Well, that's understandable. I came into contact with Lisa because I found her on Instagram and she was begging for money to get her dog's nails cut, and I did donate. And then after I donated, a bunch of people started bum rushing my direct messages, letting me know that it was
Mm,
a scam. And that's how I kind of went down the rabbit hole. Prior to that, I did not know. Um,
wow.
any of the background. And so that's how I found you and mom because I was like, okay, well, let me do some research because people like, no, no, no. Because I left a message in the live stream like, hey, girl, I already sent you the money. And it was like, okay. And then people were like, oh, no, I'm going to tell everybody you sent her money. And I was just like, I don't understand what's wrong with sending her money. She said she had to get her dog's nails clipped and she didn't have the money. And I have a dog myself. So I felt compelled to donate to her because she was
Mhm.
crying and the way she was presenting herself. I really felt compelled to give her some money, but I didn't know the
Mhm.
backstory.
Yeah,
Right.
long backstory. And that's why I try to warn people. There's sometimes people will make comments in here like, I can't believe people are still giving her money. And I tell them, like, a lot of the people are new people that they show up and they don't know what's going on. They've never seen her before. And they're good hearted people that believe Lisa's lie because and she's a good liar sometimes, and she knows how to manipulate people. So, I mean, I'm glad people did message you to warn you. Hopefully they weren't rude to you or anything like that. We do encourage people here to message people that we think are gifting and enabling, but we tell them to please not be rude, please be polite about it. Don't need to call them names or be accusatory or anything like that. But that's how you found out. So I'm glad somebody at least warned you because she would have continued to message you and send you money requests to try to get more money from you because we've seen that happen so
She
many
did.
times.
She texted me and told me that
Hmm.
she needed money for a cab ride. It was for her and Abby. And then she stated, then she got online, but she was at home and Abby was supposed to be in the cab and that the cab was outside waiting and she couldn't get out the car. It was just a lot of nonsense. I don't want to go into it, but it was a lot of
Yeah.
nonsense.
I
But
remember that. I remember when she was telling that story. I remember when she was telling that story. Yeah, and that was all false.
yeah, so it's just been a lot, but as far as someone reaching out to me and getting rude with me, I give it as good as I get it. So I wasn't concerned about that portion, but I did want to tell you all I enjoy your platform. I love learning about the other people as well because in my life I've just never seen this before. So it's very intriguing on one hand and on the other hand it's very sad.
Yes.
And like I said, I've learned some information today that I just never knew, and so I just can't be associated with that because that's just ridiculous. But I love the fact that you all. I saw your pictures to your trip. You need to take me sometimes.
Yeah,
I
I
like
could
to
take.
travel
Yes.
too.
I can take guests with me, you know.
And I love ordering from Amazon. So
Yeah,
that was
me too.
wonderful as well. And so like I said, I appreciate everything you all do, and don't let anyone try to be negative. These people have their own agendas behind the scenes. So I don't know what they're up to or why they're doing it, because I've never seen such hate perpetrated over someone doing something good. And it's not like you all are bad mouthing people or causing drama. I don't get it, but I'm just sitting back watching. And Tattoos, keep up the good work and continue to be hilarious.
Thank you, man.
I'll speak to you all some other time.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you.
Well, we appreciate you, Gabri. Appreciate your support, and we're glad to have you here.
All right. Thank you. Have a beautiful
Thank
day.
you. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Got me over here blushing like a little 8-year-old.
Hey guys, if I can hear y'all, I can hear y'all perfectly. If y'all can't hear me, just say Tattoo Jen, shut up, because we can't hear you. But can y'all hear
I
me?
can hear you
Hey,
now.
Jen, shut up. No, I'm just kidding. I think you just done a little
Okay,
bit
so
of a
I'm gonna
delay,
try to get
Jen.
you guys real quick. Say what I gotta say. Okay. Well, I live out in the boondocks, so if you hear chickens in the background, just ignore it.
Oh,
What
not
I
the
wanted to
chickens.
say
Come on,
was
Jen.
that, people are blocked. I know I do. I got chickens, I got my garden, I got my goats, I got all of it. But
Just keep them
anyways,
away from the
so
pasture. That's all.
people are blocked. And all right, I will. All right, so people are blocked, or people are not going into Lisa's live. Big creators, Jess has said it, please don't go in there, don't. So we go into your group or we go into another group, and that is our comfort zone, correct? So you guys are my comfort zone. You guys allow people to talk. People get triggered by what Lisa says. And you guys allow people to express what they're feeling or their stories. And this is a good platform to bring awareness to those, like I was trying to say in Pastor Petty's, to let these people know that are trying to donate, because they don't know Lisa's story. Like my elderly grandmother or my elderly mother, we're trying to protect those that don't know her story. You get it on your FYP, you see a lady crying, you're thinking, oh my goodness, I want to donate. Look at all these bullies. You know what I'm saying? So you're bringing a platform, a safe zone. You guys bring facts. And allowing the people to talk, and that's amazing, and I appreciate that. But this donation thing that everyone's talking about, thank you guys for the gifts, but these donation things that everyone's talking about, oh, how can you guys go gift them and this and that, whatever. I rather donate to you guys. Y'all are working, you're putting your effort in, you're putting your time in, and that goes to, we're being blocked from her page, or we're not engaging in her page. So this is an amazing platform for us to go and watch her lives. So if we want to donate to you guys, we should be allowed to, and you guys shouldn't have a people talking or yelling or mad or angry because you guys are getting gifts. Like I said, I'd rather give you guys gifts for y'all's hard work. If I want to donate for you, Scam, to go gamble, then that's what I want to do. And I think you should. If I want to donate to Polly for her kitty shoes, no, you didn't. But if I want to donate for Polly to get some new kitty shoes or tattoos to get a McDonald's bagel steak sandwich, then I want to. I'm just stating facts. But you guys are donating that money for something good. And even if you didn't, that's okay, because you guys put in your hard work. You guys put in facts. You guys put in hours. You guys do behind the scenes. And you don't even cover all Lisa. You cover other people to bring awareness. So that's the part that just really irritates me. I mean, it makes me mad. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinions, and I get that, and I understand that. And, it is what it is. It's just, it makes me angry that I see these pages, for FYP, and then they're putting you guys down or talking about you guys. If whatever you guys are saying, you guys bring in receipts for everything. And I've never seen anything, even if someone's talking poorly about Lisa, you guys cut it. You guys nip it right then and there. We're not here to bully her.
we're here to bring awareness, and that's what you guys are about. And I appreciate you guys, and everybody in the chat is amazing. We got a great team, and everyone just keep doing what you're doing and keep up the good work. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. I appreciate that so very much.
What happened the other day with Pastor Petty was ridiculous. I was in there just to talk with him, and the way that he cut me off, it really did trigger me bad. It reminded me of when I was silenced from my abuser for many years, and I was really, really triggered, and I have him blocked now, but I wasn't in there to start drama with him. I was really triggered. And I get triggered a lot, and I hope people do take a T for time out when it does come to that, even with Lisa. Seeing her enablers really upset to me if they do know and they're still donating. I lost my brother, and this is another thing that you guys do. Like I said, you guys allow people to talk and tell their stories. I lost my baby brother, and my parents were his enablers. They were the enablers for my brother, and he died. And
Sorry.
They did not want him to be on the H anymore. They gave him their narcotics to help him not go back on the H. And so in reality, the hands of my parents took my brother. And that's something that I have to, I'm trying to understand it. It's hard. It is. And this has been 4 years since my brother passed. But, in my eyes, I'm trying to not see it that way, that my parents ultimately took my brother's life. I'll divorce because my father puts the, blame on her. My mom puts the blame on him, whatever the case. But, seeing these enablers really triggers me. And I hope that if anybody gets triggered by anything, to take a little time for yourself. It's not worth it. I know we want to see Lisa and we want to stay up to date. We want to see everything that's going on. But take a time out if you guys need to. Because I know that it triggered me.
Wow.
Absolutely.
But that's all I can say. I love you guys so much.
love you, Jen.
Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate
Jen. You're amazing, Jen.
You are amazing, Jen. And Jen, just so you know,
all right, guys.
The reason we do this is stories like your brother.
Nobody's
so I
in the
want you to
mood for
know
this.
that we continue to do this and we live vicariously through your brother in this process.
Absolutely.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Nobody's in the mood
it's
for
hard.
this.
I'm trying to go through that. Is it my parents' fault? Is it, and trying to understand the disease and trying to, ultimately it was the hands of my parents, and I understand that they didn't want him to be on the H anymore. They were trying to get him to stop, and he was doing really good, but he was doing really good because his mind was on something else. And that was my parents, Zans and, painkillers, all those things, all of their pills, and that took his life. So, I'm trying to balance that, and it's hard, to have a relationship with them, and it's been 4 years. It really is. But on another note, guys, Scam, I know that you were talking about what Hey Dudes are. I want to show you mine real quick so you can see.
Well, Lisa's back on, but I will do
Those